Hi, I'm Rabbi Lauren Sykes, and I'm speaking to you from the rooftop of my apartment in the Talpiot Arnona neighborhood of Jerusalem. I know it's hard to imagine what it's like living in Israel during these challenging times, and so I want to give you just a brief window into what it's like in Jerusalem right now. From my roof, you can see the entirety of the city, from Har Gilo in the background, all the way around to the Old City and the Temple Mount. What you can't see is people at work, the traffic on the streets. All you see now is peace and quiet. Down on the street level, people are going to work, they're going to parks, they're eating in cafes. Life goes on here in Jerusalem as normal. Sadly, for my friends like Marty, who lives in Ashkelon, and Tal, who lives in Sderot, and my friends in other places in the south, life goes on as normal as well, which means constantly being close to covered, safe areas, hearing the alarms on a constant basis. But here in Jerusalem, life is quiet, and as you go farther north, it's equally so. We have a saying here in Israel, Bochim umamshichim. We cry, and then we go on about our business. Sometimes we cry like we did last week when we got the reports of the murders of Ayal, Naftali, and Gilad, and when we heard the news of the murder of Muhammad Abu Haider. Sometimes we cry out of joy, out of happiness, like we do when we're at a wedding or at a bar mitzvah. People in the south of the country are going to Bnei Mitzvah, they're going to weddings. When the siren goes off, they stop, they go to the safe places, and when the siren stops, they come back out and continue celebrating. Life here in Israel goes on, and will continue to go on, because this is our country. This is our capital. For those who reject Jerusalem as our capital, Tel Aviv is our capital as well. Life goes on. We will not tolerate being stopped. We will not tolerate 2/3 of the population of this country being under missile threat and permit it to stop us from going about our everyday lives. We don't take careless risks. We don't act foolishly. We continue to live our lives because this is our land and our country. My heart is in pain for the innocent civilians in Gaza who are constantly at risk because their government, Hamas, places them in harm's way. Nor will that stop me from wanting us to protect all of our citizens in the only Jewish homeland in the entire world. Parshat Pinchas, which we read this Shabbat, talks about a Brit Shalom. And I hope and pray for all of us, regardless of which side of the conflict we're on, that we all know soon and in our day a Brit Shalom, that we learn and meet one another, that we grow together in peace. Until that time comes, however, our ability to celebrate the Jewish calendar in the Jewish homeland will not cease. We will not be prevented from living our regular everyday lives. What can you do? You can come and visit. You can send notes of support. You can send gifts of toys to children in the South. And you can have all of us in your thoughts and prayers. I'm Rabbi Lauren Sykes, Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Shirley and Jacob Fuchsburg Jerusalem Center in Jerusalem, and I wish all of you, wherever you might be in the world, Shabbat Shalom.